Hey guys, it's Krowicki and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a 2022 Toyota Highlander Hybrid Bronze Edition. Let's get started. So this is a new trim level here for this year. It's exclusive to the Highlander hybrids. The exclusive trim for Highlander gas models is still the XSE model. So now the Highlander hybrids have an additional trim level, the Bronze Edition. And just like the name suggests, we have these 18-inch bronze alloy wheels. These bronze alloys have a little bit of kind of a brownish tone to them, so they're not like super bright bronze wheels. And we also have the exclusive cement color here on this trim. So if you're looking for a cement Highlander, this is the only trim that you can get it in. Highlander Hybrid Bronze Edition. It's kind of a mouthful, but it also comes in windshield pearl. So if cement is not your taste, you can also get it in that pearl white. And the Bronze Edition is built off of the XLE trim level platform. It does have a couple features that were previously exclusive to the Platinum model, which we're going to get into on the interior. But mainly this car is based off of the XLE platform. And being that the Bronze Edition here is a hybrid, it has the same 2.5 liter 4-cylinder that the other Highlander hybrids have. This makes about 243 horsepower and it's mated to an eCVT transmission. It can tow about 3,500 pounds and the fuel economy is about 35 miles per gallon. So let's go ahead and start off right here in the front of the car. We're going to talk about some of the styling here. So you can see on the hood we do have some body lines, and speaking of body lines, actually on the side over here, the Highlanders, this current generation, has this sort of hip right here. So it kind of sticks out a little bit, kind of reminds me of the current gen Supra. This Highlander hybrid also has LED headlights, fog lights, and LED tail lights also in the back. You can see in the front here, there's also this kind of sporty pattern to the grille, and there's a small little lower grille as well. So just down here, right next to the tow hook covers, there's a little lower grille. Moving over to the side, we talked about that side body line already. On the mirrors here, we do have blind spot monitoring, and also these are heated side mirrors. We do have keyless entry right here on the front 2 doors only. We've got a moon roof at the top and also rain sensing wipers. Moving on to the back, we have the LED tail lights like mentioned earlier. We've got the logo right here, blue in the back to signify that this is a hybrid. We have the Highlander badging on the bottom left, XLE on the bottom right, and then hybrid just above that. We do also have a hands-free liftgate right here for the trunk, so you can just kick and this liftgate will open up. Moving into the car now, you can see the first thing that kind of pops out at you is that we have these pretty interesting looking seats. Toyota calls this gray flannel Softex, and you can see we do have some bronze stitching on these seats as well as a little bronze stripe right here on the center of these seats. So let's go ahead and show you the back seats as well. Same pattern, we have the 7-seat configuration here. So we've got 3 seats in the back, 2 captain's chairs here in the middle, and then also 2 in the front here. Over here at the entry, just right next to the power seats, you can see it says Highlander right here on this door sill in this kind of bronze little plaque. We have memory seats right here, one-touch windows for all 4. Our adjustments for the side mirrors there. Over to the side here, you can see we have the on and off button for the AC 120 volt. There's actually 2 120 volt outlets in this car. We have our button for our liftgate, automatic high beams, a little storage pocket just below that. Even lower, we've got the release for the hood and the release for the gas lid. Stepping into the Bronze Edition now, you can see it's very similar to the XLE. The only big differences are that we do have the digital rear view mirror that the Platinum has, and we also have a whole bunch of USB-C ports. So there's actually 4 USB-C ports in this car, as well as the USB-A ports. So everything else in here is just like the XLE. We have the heated seats, 8-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. There's our electronic parking brake hold. We do have a wireless phone charger here. Over to the passenger side, there's a little storage area, and the glove box is just below that. Moving upwards, we have our sunroof controls, which the sunroof is just the standard size, as well as the light controls and a sunglass holder here as well. Moving into the second row now, you can see we have our climate controls right here just above the USB-C ports, and there's our 120 volt 1500 watt outlet that's in the back here. We also have a second one in the trunk, which we're going to show you guys later. It's pretty roomy back here. We do have some storage pockets behind the driver and passenger seats. You can see there are some armrests also right here for the 2 chairs and cup holders between the chairs as well. One thing to also mention before we move on to the third row and trunk is that there are some sunshades back here as well, so you can manually put those up and down. One interesting fact if you guys do get the Highlander hybrid, you're going to notice some of these vents right here underneath the seats in the second and third row. These actually are not for the air. The airflow actually comes from the top right here at these vents. This is actually to cool off the hybrid battery, which are actually underneath the seats here. Moving on to the third row and trunk, you can see I have only one chair folded up right now for the third row, so you guys can kind of get an idea of how much space there is back there. Not a whole ton, but you can slide the second row forward a little bit. And one of my favorite touches is that Toyota always likes to make a special floor mat for some of their special trims. So you can see this one right here has some of the bronze stitching on it. And if I flip it over, you can see it says Highlander in this bronze carpet stitching. We also have our second 120 volt, 1500 watt outlet in the back here as well. And lastly, in the trunk here, there is also a little bit of area underneath this lid for your tools and just a little bit of extra storage. Now the spare tire for this car is actually underneath. So if I take the camera down there, you can see the spare tire under the car. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.